So today we're going to look at marriage and what marriage is really about. It needs to be more than just procreation or sensual experiences. There has to be something more substantive within the marriage union. So what does marriage display? Very simply, first we have the masculine creator. Here's the man. He wants to be the leader of these creative processes, both in the creation of a child and in all the thoughts, emotions, and actions that come out of the marital union. However, there's also the feminine creation. The woman enjoys displaying herself as the creation, the one who receives, grows, and brings forth the creation. So in the 7 days where God was the masculine creator and all of this world, this universe was the creation, that's the template we're working with. So in marriage, we want to play those two roles and display the creative union that existed in the 7 days, but now you're going to display it in your own unique way. You need to learn from God, study His example in the 7 days of creation, and then learn personally with Him through a faith-based spiritual union, and then you, through your marriage, can bring forth your own expression of that creative union. So human marriage displays how God and creation work together. So how is the creative union displayed? First, as a show about the Creator, and this is the man's job. The man wants to make sure that he's going to show the world who the Creator is. Now, he doesn't know God fully, but he wants to put on a show that displays his interpretation of God and how God, as the Creator, works with creation. At the same time, the woman wants to make sure the marriage is a show about the creation. So she makes sure that her role is prominent. She wants to work with her creator, her husband, but she wants to make sure that she doesn't get lost and pushed aside and everybody just is amazed by this man. She wants the creation to also play an important and essential role. But the two need to work together to make their marriage a show about creative union, how the creator and the creation work together equally to bring forth wondrous expressions. And again, you don't really know fully how creation works or even how the Creator works, but you're going to learn from God, you're going to learn as you walk through this life about creation, and then you're going to put on your interpretation with your marriage. So your marriage is your unique show about the Creator's union with creation. So why is creative union displayed? Why even bother going through this marriage process of creativity? Well, first is to continue creative work. At the end of the 7 days, God stepped back from this world. He turned this world over to Adam and Eve, the man and the woman. He expected them to continue walking with Him. He would do His work within their souls, and then they would be the ones who go out into the material world and continue God's creative work through themselves. However, it would no longer be God's work fully upon creation. We would be the ones doing our own unique work in this earth, in this universe. We couldn't do God's work. God does His work on us through a spiritual union of faith, and then we express that work in our own unique way. But it's a continuation of what He started in the 7 days. And since we're not perfect beings, we're growing into God's likeness. He made us this way to grow, so everything we work on never reaches perfection. God was able to finish His work in 7 days. His work was complete and perfect in the fact that it continued to grow into His perfection. That's what He saw as perfection. Not a completeness, but a completeness that was ready to grow into ever-increasing perfection, but never attaining perfection. Which again seems like a paradox to us, but that's what He wants. He wants a growing work that will continue endlessly as we learn from Him spiritually and then go forth into this world to bring our unique creative ways into visual depiction. So God created humanity as partners for His continuing work. So who displays this creative union? Well, very simply, you first need a creator, a man. That's why God made the man first. However, he said it wasn't good for the man to be alone. Why? Because you also need a creation. So he made the woman, and she enjoys playing the role of creation. And here we have the two characters that were there during the 7 days of creation. There's God the creator, and there's the material world, the creation. And the man and the woman are scaled down versions. If you've noticed, it's very difficult to see God. He's big. In the same way, it's very difficult to observe all of creation. This universe is huge. So, to help us out, God made a scaled down version of the creator and the creation in the man and the woman. And he wants them to build a creative partnership, following his ways with creation, however, displayed uniquely. And that's why he gave us free will, so we could put forth our own creative partnership, express him, but in our own unique way. So marriage is your partnership that you express God's partnership with you. So as you partner with God as a spiritual being, you use your marriage to express what you've experienced there with God and bring that expression into this visible world.